set yourself an intention today, and whether it's to close off the energies that have been coming your way, perhaps even pummeling you during the eclipse season, or if it's just to step more into your light, to release these lessons, whatever it is, to relax, to bring in more light and energy, whatever it is, just breathe in that intention fully. Allow it to move into the chest, filtering down into the lungs. My dog is going to be helping me with today's meditation, apparently. And as you start to breathe in the energy of this intention, ask and feel your presence starting to funnel down on top of you and over you. I'll be reading a card, a drawing for today, a reading, and it's about crossing the threshold. As you breathe in your intention, start to let go with the breath. Allow the out-breath to be the release of anything that no longer serves. Feel your body sinking into the weight of the cushion beneath you, and start to feel the energy in your head lighten as you invite your presence to flow down to you and through you. See that perfect version of you just above the top of your head, flowing down as if it is light itself. Feel it moving in and around your body, cascading over your shoulders, down your arms. Feel it flooding over the top of your chest. This is when I like to say, I now joyously accept the fullness of my mighty divine presence. I am a child of the light. I live in the light. I love the light. I serve the light. I am illumined, protected, supplied, sustained by the light, and I bless the light. And with that blessing, see a chamber open from the heart of creation, pouring down onto the top of your head. Notice what color the light ray is. You may try some of the cooler colors like green and blue, purple, or you may even try warmer colors like pink, red, orange, yellow. Again, start to feel it flowing into your body. We're going to bring in the light ray in what is new, different, or existing through you. A threshold appears before you. Imagine you can see this threshold. Like a pathway of light, as you send earth as above, so below, send light into the earth. A beautiful pathway and threshold appears just in front of your eyes. This threshold represents the end of a challenging time and what has been. It represents the beginning of something new. And see yourself crossing this threshold, knowing that as you do so, you are leaving behind what has been and all the struggles of the past. The light of the stars and the light of the divine guidance is your guide into this new world. And all forms in your life shall reshape and become something new, beautiful, relevant, helpful, beautiful blessings and new ways of living, thriving, and expressing the true self. Trust in all that comes to you, all that is different. Inspired to be in a place of newness and unconventionality. Feel the healing that comes from crossing this threshold. In my mind, I see it as a threshold of light. And I know that once I cross this threshold, I can no longer go back to what has been. And I am filled with the light of this threshold and of the stars and my star family and my soul family and the divine masters. See yourself and feel yourself on the other side of the threshold. Perhaps even visually closing the door on the past. And seeing the dissolution, and the dissolving of all those old threads of energy, those old lessons and old wounds closing off with the door. Feel yourself healing through this process. Intentionally stepping into something new. And recognize that you don't have fear. There's an excitement to learning something new, to not knowing all the answers, but trusting that you are in the right place at the perfect time. This is a important crossing, a spiritual bridge between one world and another. And the purpose of this threshold and crossing is to increase spiritual light within you, promoting evolutionary revolution, a healing alchemy which cannot be undone. It's an oracle of destiny, a passage of destiny, of events unfolding before you according to the great movements of the heavens, a blessing, and conscious human participation in this new life through the loving will of your own divine presence to manifest on earth. Know that you can choose to live in love and grace and think and act in a way that benefits all, including your own life. Recognize that you are in a time where destiny will meet with personal efforts, and the result of this sacred convergence will be the fulfillment of an inner potential brought to life in the world. Systems and belief structures based on disempowerment and inequality will fall and fail now. Perhaps not by one grand strike of love's army, but through the conditional expression of new ideas that challenge the status quo, call attention to truth continual thresholds of light stepping you into a new existence. And do this until you feel it is complete. Each time closing the door on the wounds of the past and the lessons of the past, inviting them to be swept away, never to be seen again. Perhaps these thresholds even elevate you to a higher realm. Notice how you feel continuing this journey of stepping through each pathway, knowing that your life will follow suit, and everything around you will step into this realm with you. Take a deep cleansing breath. Notice what you noticed. Knowing that you are completing your healing process for the day, and invite your presence to stay with you moving forward in everything that you experience, bringing you signs that you are on, indeed, the right path. I also want to read you this card that I just drew, the medicine of the jaguar. And I want you to know that the energy of a frog, I think it was a frog. I'm going to look up the meaning of it and post it here, but that came through for me last night in my dream. It was very, very significant. It was bigger than a frog, of the frog family, but not a frog per se. So I'm going to try and figure out what animal it was. But I did draw this card, which is pretty significant in my life. Actually, I've drawn this card before. This is a card stating that you are going through transition. Cultivate hope and stay true to your intentions, and let nothing divert you from your path. If you have a new project, vision, lifestyle that you're seeking to bring into the world, this card, Ixchel, which I guess is the medicine of the jaguar, is guiding and guarding you for a healthy birth into this new world. She brings the message that there are times when fierceness is necessary to cut off sources completely at this time that do not allow you to be used or exploited in any way. This is not the time to indulge someone else's ego or go against your own inner knowing in order to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Trust your instincts. Break immediately from what isn't right for you, and this will bring you new opportunities and situations that are worthy of passion and devotion. This goddess of the rainbow light is responsible for sending rain to nourish crops, ensuring fertility and life. She overturns the divine womb to allow sacred life-giving rain to fall into the soul, promoting growth. The rainbow light of this jaguar is an oracle of renewal, your sign that all is in accord with life, that new beginnings will stem from the past, and that there is power to create, and that what is beautiful, necessary, and healing will flow to you, through you, into the world. This is very, very connected to the the imagery that came through today, which was a totally different reading, but very, very similar. Because of the jaguar's mastery over height, distance, and water, it is set at a spiritual level to hold power through all dimensions. Medicine bringing the ability to move in darkness without fear, to see clearly through chaos, to evade and to destroy. Jaguar medicine is fierce, decisive, powerful, and irreversible. She brings you this medicine now as your own soul journey. A definite conquering of darkness is at hand. These teachings include the story of falling passionately in love with a man who did not respect her. Eventually, to get away from him, she shape-shifted into this jaguar, becoming invisible when he sought her out. In this way, she evaded him and saved herself, and the world which relied upon her bounty and vitality from destruction. She teaches us of the need to confront what isn't working in life, including the influence of negative people, honestly, without fear or compromise. She is not halfway medicine. If we allow unworthy influences to take up residence in mind, heart, and soul, even just a little, they will be our undoing, eroding our happiness, self-esteem, vitality, and ability to fulfill our passionate purpose. She brings jaguar energy to remind us that exploitation, abuse, or disrespect of any kind are unacceptable and must be dealt with effectively, according to correct timing, with absolute certainty in the heart. This is not about harming another, but about cutting off influence in our soul. Jaguar medicine is the great power that can be used for good or ill, but purity of heart and mind becomes increasingly important as spiritual power grows within us. Make yourself unavailable to negativity, gossip, or ill will in any ways, seeking out honest and constructive communication, sharing your power and devotion judiciously and only with that which serves the true values for the greater good. And if you want to take this energy, we just did the threshold, crossing the threshold visualization and meditation. But if you want to take this one step further, you can actually call in the rainbow energy of Jaguar medicine by inviting in rainbow light, similar to how we brought in the ray at the beginning of this meditation. And whatever color came to you, please post it below. I'll try to be better this week about telling you what they mean. The rainbow light brings me healing, blessing, and spiritual grace according to unconditional divine love. The Divine Mother brings me all that I need with such generosity and wisdom. Jaguar medicine honors my soul and divine love. And then allow yourself to pull in that rainbow energy, similar to how we did at the beginning of this session, allowing the energy of the jaguar and the rainbow to emerge from the depths of your soul. Feel that muscular, lean body energy of the jaguar moving through you as the rainbow light moves in. And even bringing that sturdy, like strong, resonant, like fierce energy in. Be aware of this space within your body and your senses becoming acutely attuned. Feel yourself moving and feeling very vital and alive, even in your fingernails and toes, like just feel all of it everywhere. And then instead of directing this energy outward, hold it inward, like as a way to balance and clear yourself and dispel any negative energy. That'd be kind of how I would use it. And remember, you can swipe away negative energy. You can feel yourself in that, just fiercely cutting off any old ties and wounds. And then allow your body to rest after that practice. Like feel yourself in that. And that's similar to the practice that I continually try to do and will invite you to do as well, to cut off all cords for old lessons, dissolving and consuming them with little flames all around the body, because it's these residual lessons coming up in the time of eclipse, and like with what's happening in the world, we're seeing all of these parts of us come up, these shadows that we're meant to look at, but we might not need them anymore. They might be a part of us that has already been completed. So we just close that off with little fires, dissolving and consuming, perhaps even seeing younger versions of ourselves just closing off, and then fully bring the light back in, fully and completely into this realm, so that we can use it for what's needed moving forward. Well, I hope that was helpful. It was a little bit of a different visualization today. I was really excited to do that with y'all. And I loved how the reading afterward resonated so absolutely completely with the one that we used prior to that. Of course, that is a validation. Have a wonderful week. I was going to take a break this week, but with everything going on for everyone, I really didn't feel... I feel like it's needed. It's needed for me, and I think needed for the world. And we just need to continue this practice of calling in light, closing off old things that no longer serve, in order to step fully into our path. So hopefully that helps. I've had a lot of really powerful dreams lately, and I will post the meaning of whatever animal was that came to me. I need to do some research to figure out what that was. I'll post that spiritual meaning below too, because I know it will resonate with someone in this group. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the dream last night. So have a wonderful day, and remember that if anything comes through that is of a negative energy and you don't want it in your mind, there's a very easy thing that you can say, that I say, if it resonates with you. I say, you have no power, you are not God. And making that statement allows me to disconnect from whatever that thought is that is not of the light or doesn't feel good to me, and replace it with something more positive. All right, well, have a wonderful day, and thanks again for coming live, and for those who watch later.